Hi guys and welcome back. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make a spiced fruit loaf. Let's begin. To get started on the recipe, you'll want to grab yourself a large mixing bowl, and into the mixing bowl place your strong white bread flour followed by the salt, then mix the two together until they are combined. Once they're combined, you can then go ahead and add in the remainder of your ingredients, just not the fruit. So that is your yeast, your milk powder, spices, followed by the sugar, your butter, the egg, and the water. Then mix on a low speed to start with for around 2 minutes, and then mix for a further 6 to 8 minutes and on a medium high speed, and you'll notice after around the 4 minutes of mixing the dough will be completely pulling away from the bowl. This is what you're looking for, but I always mix it for that bit longer. Just do the window pane test if you need it. Add in the fruit when you feel right, so I add it after the 2 minute mixing, but feel free to also add it towards the end of the complete mixing time. It's really up to you. As you can tell, it starts to become a little stickier, but also as you're kneading it, it will just alleviate and become better. Place onto a lightly floured surface and then give a brief knead and round off. Then place that into a lightly oiled bowl, and then cover with some cling film, and then just leave somewhere warm for around an hour or until it's doubled in size. So once the dough has doubled in size, you can go ahead and knock it back. This is the process of removing the gases that have built up in the dough during the first proof. So just put your hand in and give it a really good knead. This will just remove all them gases that are built up, and this also shows that your dough is working and active, so just keep that in mind. Then you can place onto a lightly floured surface and just give it like a really brief knead. Bring it into a ball shape, but make it into more of an oblong shape as you work with the dough, and you want it to be the perfect size to fit into your loaf pan. I recommend lining your loaf pan with some parchment paper, especially if you're using a non-stick one, not a non-stick one. Like I am, I'm using a crock one, which is quite prolific for getting stuck in there because I've done it before. So just line it to make it easier. Place your dough in, then cover it loosely with cling film and leave somewhere until it's proofed up enough, and you shouldn't be able to see the bottom of the pan, and it should be in line with the top of the pan already, but there should be growth and it should be domed, and once it's got to that stage you are good to go. Stop proving, preheat your oven and get it in the oven and bake it off. All the baking times, temperatures and everything else you need to know will be in the blog post, which will be linked down below. So once your bread is baking in the oven and you have 5 minutes left, you can go ahead and make the syrup, which is just sugar and water. Place on the hob, let it reach a boil, and then when your bread is removed from the oven, remove from the tin. I like to put mine on a cooling rack, and then just brush the hot sugar syrup all over the top and the sides, and then let it cool down. As you can tell, this needed some time because it was very, very warm, but then let it cool and then you can cut it up and enjoy it. I like to cut it quite thickly, toast it and add some salted butter on there, and it tastes really good. I recommend you do the same. But that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more from me, and I'll be back again soon with another recipe, so join me then. In the meanwhile, don't forget to check out the description. There'll be links to this recipe, a link to my blog and links to all my social medias. But that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed. Bye guys.